Hello and welcome. You know that feeling, right? January 1st rolls around and bam, there's this huge wave of pressure to completely reinvent ourselves. But what if the wisest advice on New Year's resolutions didn't come from some productivity guru, but from two very fluffy golden retriever puppies? That's exactly what we're going to dive into today. It's a totally fair question, isn't it? I mean, what can two little puppies possibly teach us about this very human, very stressful tradition of setting New Year's goals? Well, as it turns out, quite a lot, actually. Their super simple conversation reveals a surprisingly deep and honestly a very funny take on the whole thing. So, let's set the scene. Every single year, it's the same deal. The calendar flips, and all of a sudden, there's this pressure from everywhere to become a new and improved version of ourselves. And this whole conversation kicks off with that exact feeling, starting a debate that I think sounds a lot like the one that happens inside all of our heads. It all starts with this simple, innocent question from one pup to the other. Hey, New Year's coming. What's your resolution? And just like that, the stage is set. This isn't just a couple of puppies chatting. This is really the opening round of a big philosophical showdown. Okay, so let's meet our two main characters. And I want you to think of them as more than just puppies. Think of them as archetypes. They're basically perfect stand-ins for those two conflicting voices that live in our own minds. You know, the super ambitious go-getter and, well, the part of us that just wants to chill out and enjoy the simple things. And this slide just perfectly captures their totally opposite worldviews. On one side, you've got the go-getter. More exercise, more running, all about making their human proud. And on the other side, the comfort king. More treats, more sofa time, and the noble pursuit of maximum coziness. Sound a little familiar? So what we have here is a classic showdown. It's the idealist versus the realist. It's really that eternal struggle that we all face between our big ambitions, who we want to be, and our more practical, comfort-seeking reality, who we, let's be honest, often are. So puppy number one just lays out this perfect plan. That's wrong. My resolution is to exercise every single day, run more, and make mommy proud. This right here, this is the voice of pure, uncut good intentions. It's the January 1st version of all of us, just brimming with motivation and discipline. But, you know, just as the idealist finishes painting this perfect picture for the year ahead, the realist jumps in, and he comes back with this sharp, really insightful, and frankly hilarious question that just pokes a giant hole in the whole plan. And there it is, the question that changes everything. Oh, really? And what about stealing biscuits at night? This is the moment of truth, isn't it? The realist completely exposes the idealist's little secret indulgence, that one habit that kind of messes up the whole perfect plan. It's the reality check we all need sometimes. And this brings us to the unspoken rule of almost every resolution, the cheat day clause. It's not really a loophole, it's more like a necessary strategy. It's the little compromise we make with ourselves to stop the whole system from collapsing under its own perfection. Because let's face it, those super rigid all-or-nothing plans, they're usually the fastest way to fail. So what exactly is a cheat day in the puppy world? Well, as we see here, it's a necessary exception to a strict regimen, often involving the strategic acquisition of biscuits when no one is looking. It's not about failure at all. It's a brilliant little strategy to make the bigger goal actually sustainable for the long haul. And here's the idealist's comeback, the crucial moment of compromise. A little cheat day is allowed. See, this isn't a confession of weakness. It's an admission of reality. It's that exact moment where our ambitious self and our comfort-seeking self finally shake hands. Or, pause. So what's the big lesson here? What's the takeaway from this absolutely adorable conversation? Well, it turns out there's some pretty profound wisdom here for us humans, especially as we start planning our own year ahead. So what's the final message from our furry philosophers? It's pretty much a masterclass in living a balanced life. Have ambitious goals? For sure. But also, you gotta prioritize the simple joys. Embrace that little cheat day every now and then. It's what makes the whole thing work. And of course, most importantly, never, ever forget the treats. And that kind of brings us to our final thought. As you're mapping out your own ambitions for the new year, maybe the most important part of your plan isn't the big goal itself, but the grace you build into it. So, I'll leave you with this question. What's your cheat day clause? What's your secret biscuit? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer.